They didn't tell me she was an aspiring vlogger. Oh, we're filming me now. Hello. Hi. Welcome to Ouchmas. Good morning. Let's talk about going back to work after the pandemic. Or is it even after? Who knows anymore? But yeah, I'm going back to work. And by going back to work, I mean I'm going to go and play with some kittens. So you might remember these kittens from Vlogging with Cold Urticaria when that magazine article came out in Chat magazine, and I read it and talked about it. I'll put a link up there somewhere. When I actually get there, we will talk more about feelings and anxiety and excitement about going back to work after all this chaos. So I'll see you there.
Kitten, hello baby. Here you come. Here you come. Hi, gorgeous. Hi. And there's Cinnamon.
There is some chaos going on behind me. Hello. Sweet Bean. Hello. Oh, look at her face. Look at her face. Oh my god, I'm in love. I love them so much. I'm gonna wash my hands. Take my mask off. Oh, look at them. Look at them with the little kitten tummy. Little kitten tummy. Let's talk about the anxiety of going back to work after the coronavirus pandemic. And I say after very loosely. I'm in the UK, we're not handling it brilliantly. America, sorry. Is it really after the coronavirus pandemic? I'm not really sure, but well, I'm back to work. Let's talk about that. I am a cat sitter, as some of you may not know. If you want to know more about cat sitting, shameless self-plug always, I'm gonna link a playlist up here because there's just lots of cats and me talking about cats. So yeah, I'm a cat sitter, and that involves coming into people's homes and looking after their cats. And this, as you might imagine, has been affected by the pandemic. So what I do is it's kind of self-explanatory. I come in, I look after cats, I leave while people are on holiday. While the pandemic was on, nobody was really going on holiday, and I had to put my foot down a couple of times with a few clients who seemed to want to go anyway. Because I was isolating for the 12 weeks, as per recommendations, there wasn't really much I could do. It was unsafe for me to go and cat sit, but it was also unsafe for them to leave, but a different kind of unsafe. Chaos noises. I apologise for all of my looking over there and laughing throughout this. So I had to stop for a bit, and now the 12 weeks are up and I've been able to go places and do things. So are other people, and now other people are taking this opportunity to go on holiday, do all the things they were trying to do. Doing all the things that they wanted to do before COVID became a thing. And all of the plans that got cancelled, they're now going and doing it, and they are asking their favourite cat sitter to come and cat sit, which I love. Thank you for staying with me, I love you. But as somebody with, I guess, complex, because I don't even know what's going on right now, with complex health situation, go with that. It's not always as easy as just come back to work. But my anxiety around it doesn't actually lie in the coming back to work part of it, it's the getting to work. So I'm not too far from my house right now.
love them so much. Who needs a TV? Maybe the whole video should just be this instead of me talking. I'm walkable distance from home on a good day. Today is not a good day. Today is an average day, and I, as you will have seen, have my stick. So it is not walkable that far. It's barely walkable from the bus stop, if I'm being honest, but we got here. My anxiety mostly lies with using public transport because people are not taking it seriously. And I have a question, hold on. To the people who wear their masks like this, why? Please explain to me why. Or like this. Why? Like, I'm not even going to yell at you. I just want to understand at this point. Like, what is the point? You're not you're protecting your chin, but you're getting your chin germs under your mask, which you're then going to breathe in. And then by doing this, like, you can still spread COVID through your nose. And breathing in through your nose as well. Like, this has some perks. If somebody farts next to you, you're not going to smell it as bad as the person next to you who's not wearing a mask. Unless they fart directly into your mask, that is a whole other story. People are not wearing their masks properly. I got on the bus today, and on the bus company I use, it is mandatory to wear a face covering on the bus. But people, as soon as they get on the bus, they like move it down, they take it off, they're fiddling with it, and I'm like, guys, oh my god. There's not been enough out there on how to wear a mask safely. Maybe it's on me for not making the content, but I don't have that wider reach. I feel like the government should be making things. I will make how to wear a mask safely, but I think I covered it in how to fit a VOG mask. Do masks prevent against illness? I can't put cards that close together, so they'll be down in the description below. I've talked about it before, like, don't touch your mask. And, you know, wear it properly, create a nice tight seal. All of that. Wearing it on your chin is not a tight seal. So there's that, and then there's people, like, coughing obviously isn't illegal, but when people do cough, you're just kind of like, eh. But, you know, many people cough for many reasons. Allergies, asthma, a tickle, choking on, like, drinking wrong. There are many reasons for somebody to cough, and especially cough once, and it's not anybody's place to judge. It's understandable for you to be anxious around people who are coughing that you don't know what their isolation status has been like, what their social distancing has been like. So there is kind of that's kind of a lower key anxiety, I'm not gonna lie, but that is a thing for some other people. Yeah, most of my anxiety lies on public transport because people just don't wear their masks properly. And as predicted, I have already had one person say, you can take that mask off outside, that's not how corona works. And I'm like, hun, please, mind your own business. I have allergies, I'm just trying not to wheeze and have pain. And I don't think that's such a wrong thing to do. But honestly, these kittens are the best treatment for anxiety I have ever had. I'm not doing that in a "wow, thanks, I'm cured" kind of way. I mean, genuinely, it's hard to be anxious when you have two tiny kittens chasing each other around the house and making chaos noises. But yes, anxiety, because people aren't taking it seriously. People aren't necessarily social distancing. They're not wearing their masks when they're being asked to. It's just a whole lot of anxiety because I don't know how else to explain to you that you should care about other people and that it is a big deal. Because other people with disabilities and chronic illnesses and allergies and asthma and whatever you want to classify your condition as, we get it because we're used to having to take these precautions on a daily basis. And the average person, not so much. But they're sort of taking their health for granted, and it's really frustrating to see because you can't just go up to people and say, hey, I'm disabled, maybe you should be better at this because XYZ. You can't just go up to people and do that, but also people do need to realise that their health is not a guarantee. COVID is invisible. Like, the actual virus is invisible. You can't see it. You can't know if you have it if you don't have the symptoms yet. So you should act like you do for everybody else's benefit. And that's just too much to ask for some people, because I don't want to wear a mask. It's uncomfortable. Also, can we talk? Sorry, this is... Ooh. Can we talk about how many people are now complaining that wearing masks is just the worst thing in the world? I'm probably a bit biased, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. And it's really frustrating having to see everybody complain like, my rights, it restricts the air I breathe. It doesn't. You're trying to censor me and all of this. And I'm just like, please wear your mask. Please stop demonising other people for wearing masks. Like, I've been told countless times on the internet, it doesn't work. I'm like, good for you, hun, but it does for me. And it's just so weird. And just being, like, walking through the streets, when you're outside, you may or may not need to wear a mask. That's not my place to actually say at this point, because people wear masks for all sorts of reasons. You can find out more up there. But the amount of people just not wearing masks outside, but then looking at me like I'm ridiculous, and I'm like, okay, well, it's a global pandemic, but also I do have allergies, so I'm going to keep this on. I'm going to suggest maybe you do put a mask on, because it's not as bad as everybody's making it out to be. There are many ways to make a mask more comfortable for you, but also just, if you don't like wearing a face mask, you're going to like COVID a lot less. That's sort of my anxiety about going to work. I don't even know if this has been a helpful video, because I'm just talking at this point. This is me just saying, hi, I have anxiety about going back to work, and that's normal. That's not me because I have anxiety. That is a normal reaction to a global pandemic. Just an FYI. So if you are feeling anxious about things returning to normal, that's okay. I'm with you. Let me know how you feel down in the comments below. We can all be there for each other. And if you have liked this video, I'm sorry to ask, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do have some more, it's not all going to be anxiety related, and ring that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. Videos go up every Saturday at 6 PM UK time, with at least one bonus video every single month. If you are new here, because my COVID videos have a weirder reach than my normal videos, but if you are new here, I post videos about cold urticaria, which is being allergic to cold, chronic illness, queer stuff, I just did Pride Month. Cat videos are a bit fewer and further between than when I first started, because I'm not going to lie, I've run out of things to talk about cats, I think. And just other stuff. Take a look on my channel and see if you like what you see. Oh, deafness as well. I'm deaf, I wear hearing aids. I'm going to go back to playing with these kittens and drinking the coffee I made at the start of this video. Yeah, see ya.